There are friendships in Hollywood that capture headlines, but few are as extraordinary and complicated as the bond between Selena Gomez and Francia Raisa. Back in 2017, Raisa made an incredible personal sacrifice that changed Selena's life forever. She donated a kidney to her friend after Selena was diagnosed with lupus, a serious autoimmune disease. On the surface, it sounds like a story of ultimate generosity. But years later, rumors and public speculation have painted a more complicated picture. Francia Raisa is now speaking out, and she's breaking her silence on the whispers of a feud, the controversial wedding snub, and what really happened behind the headlines. It all began with a life-threatening diagnosis. Selena Gomez had been managing lupus for years, but in 2017, her condition escalated and her kidneys were at serious risk. For someone with lupus, this is far from a minor issue. The disease triggers the immune system to attack healthy tissues and organs, including vital ones like the kidneys. It's a dangerous and sometimes deadly path. At just 24, Selena faced the terrifying possibility of organ failure. That's when Francia Raisa stepped in. Francia, herself an accomplished actress, didn't hesitate. She agreed to donate her kidney, a choice that would forever alter both their lives. In interviews, Francia has repeatedly emphasized that her decision came from the heart. It came out of the genuine kindness of my heart, she said in a 2023 podcast interview, making it clear there was no pressure, no obligation. It was a pure act of generosity. But while the procedure was successful, it wasn't easy. Both women faced significant physical and emotional challenges. The surgery was intense, and at one point, Selena's situation became critical when one of her arteries ruptured mid-operation. Francia later recounted the emotional toll, saying both she and Selena went through depression after the surgery. A social worker had warned her beforehand, "It's gonna be hard. The recipient is gonna glow and recover a lot faster than the donor, because she's getting something she needs and you are losing something you don't need to lose." She wasn't wrong. Recovery was grueling, and it left lasting scars, literally and figuratively. Francia has even shared images showing her own surgical marks. While noting that Selena carries a large scar on the inside of her thigh from the emergency surgery to repair the ruptured artery. Beyond the physical impact, there were psychological challenges as well. Francia has highlighted that organ donation can be especially difficult for women, although she didn't go into detail about why. The process, she explained, is about saving a life, not creating a special bond or expecting recognition. "Look, from the beginning, the doctors told me it's a donation," she said. "If you're gonna donate $1 to Saint Jude or somewhere else, you're not gonna call to say, 'Hey, what are you doing with my dollar?' It's a donation, and it's something nice that I was able to do." Even after everything, the world seemed eager to turn this story of generosity into drama. Rumors of tension and falling out began circulating. In 2022, Selena made comments in a Rolling Stone interview that fans interpreted as distant or cold toward Francia. She said, "My only friend in the industry really is Taylor Swift, so I remember feeling like I didn't belong." Francia responded cryptically on social media with a comment that was later deleted, sparking further speculation. Selena's brief reply didn't clear the air, leaving fans to wonder, had a friendship of years fallen apart? Those rumors intensified around Selena's wedding to Benny Blanco in 2024. The guest list read like a who's who of Hollywood A-listers. Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, Zoe Saldaña, Aris and Nikki Hilton, and even her Only Murders in the Building co-star Steve Martin and Martin Short. But one notable absence was Francia Raisa, the woman who had literally saved Selena's life. Social media quickly picked up on her absence, and fans speculated endlessly about a feud. Some even suggested that Francia might have felt slighted or intentionally snubbed Selena. Francia, however, has been clear in interviews that there was no feud. In a 2025 interview filmed at a bookstore event, she addressed the rumors head-on. She dismissed claims of anger toward Selena or tension over how Selena was living after the kidney donation. "Right now, what you're asking me is nonsense that has been in the media, and there are too many rumors. I've never said anything," she said firmly. When asked about not attending the wedding, she didn't lash out or get defensive. She simply wished Selena well in Spanish, expressing genuine happiness for her. "I know she's getting married, and I'm very happy for her. And look, She has a life, and she is already a billionaire. And I am grateful that I could do that for her, she explained. Francia also used the opportunity to highlight the broader lessons of organ donation. She emphasized that it isn't about creating closeness or expecting gratitude. It's about saving lives. She compared it to charitable donations. When you give to a cause, you don't check in to see how the money's used. In the same way, a kidney donation is an act of generosity, not a contract. Despite the rumors, both women have tried to clarify the nature of their friendship over the years. In 2023, Francia admitted to USA Today that she and Selena had been distant, especially in the last year, with little to no communication. But she also reassured fans that they were still friends and had reconciled around her 35th birthday. We've never really had beef with each other. Nothing happened, and if you ask either of us, we don't know what happened, but we needed that time apart. Then when you come back together, you're better people, she said. In fact, Francia has shared that long stretches without talking don't diminish the strength of their friendship. One of the best friendships that I know, you go a year without talking, and then when you see each other again, it's like you never went a day without talking, she said in 2024, underscoring that public perception often misrepresents private relationships. It's also worth noting that while Francia and Selena are close, Francia has never been particularly close with Selena's wider circle of celebrity friends. Her absence from the wedding was not a sign of anger or disapproval, but simply a reflection of her personal boundaries and life choices. Around the time of the wedding, she shared a video of herself dancing with a choreographer on Instagram, suggesting she was elsewhere and happy with her own plans. Through all of this, Francia has maintained a remarkable sense of perspective. She remains grateful for her own life, for the opportunity to save a friend, and for the private bond they share, one that doesn't need public validation. She has consistently reminded the public that rumors often distort reality and that the most meaningful relationships are those nurtured quietly, without media interference. This story is a powerful reminder that even in the glitzy, scrutinized world of Hollywood, acts of kindness and true friendship can exist, and they can be complex. Saving a life doesn't automatically guarantee recognition, attendance at weddings, or public accolades. It's a deeply personal choice, and the bond between donor and recipient can be profound, yet nuanced. Francia Raisa's recent comments give fans a rare glimpse into that reality. She acknowledges the distance, the speculation, and even the public curiosity, but ultimately emphasizes gratitude, understanding, and respect for boundaries. Selena Gomez, for her part, has repeatedly expressed overwhelming appreciation for Francia's generosity, calling the kidney donation unbelievably overwhelming and describing her debt as eternal. In the end, their story isn't about a feud, a snub, or public perception. It's about the messy human reality of friendship, the courage it takes to save a life, and the quiet strength of two women who continue to navigate both fame and personal connection on their own terms. And while the world may speculate and gossip, the truth remains something only they fully understand. A bond forged in life-saving bravery, tempered by time, distance, and perspective.